This video is us having a fun time at the Boot Düsseldorf boat show in the city of Düsseldorf in Germany, which is nowhere near the sea at all, and where it seems that nearly everything is either inflatable or on a hydrofoil, or both. The whole show is indoors, which is good because it was January, and although like some of the larger sailing yachts couldn't have their full masts up, there's still some spectacularly large boats managing to cram in there. What a crazy place. So this is an account of some cool things that we saw and some cool things that we bought.
Actually, I like this machine. Can we have one of these?
We have one of them.
Oh, that's right. We got 6 of these non-coaster coasters that are very cool. So this is the thing that we haven't bought, but I thought was quite handy. So buy this. The plate, the board, and it comes with lots of little holes, and then you get a pack of these metal things of different shapes according to what you need, and then you plunk them into the holes that are suitable for your usage, and then you stop the clunking in the cupboards. Like you can stack the plates as such. You can put your wine glasses in these ones. Or glasses like that, and this way you can organize the inside of your cupboards quite well. I think it's got a good name too, clink free.
Literally some of this is just footage of interesting looking cool boats that we walked past and don't know anything about. These are mostly pedal powered, I think. Cool toy boat toys with slides on.
It's not supposed to be in the back.
No, not on these Beatles.
I do not know why these exist, but they're little motorboats made to look like an Abarth car of some kind, and a Fiat Cinquecento.
Yeah, it's 500.
And they even got customized fenders. Very weird. This has got a built-in or removable jet ski in it, so I suppose you can drive your family somewhere and then abandon them. They'll be floating around in the outside bit and you'd be away like that guy in Thunderball. Jettison the shell. We met a Romanian boat designer who was chatting to us a bit, and he said that some innovative, interesting boats he saw were this one, E Dorado, and something else. And frankly, to look at it, apart from the fact that it's on a hydrofoil, like everything else, I can't really tell what the clever thing is, but here are some features of it. Does look like it goes pretty fast, and I think it's electric. If you're in the market for one, do look it up, but if you can afford one, I think you've probably got people who can watch these videos for you instead of watching them yourself. This is another one. I think a lot of it was carbon fibre or something that our Romanian boat design friend was interested in. He says he prefers sailing though. Good man. Not sure what this was. And there's wooden screechers that you can buy. It's art. Sea scooters. Child on an electric motor dinghy simulator.
Probably not.
Did you see the answers to all the questions of the universe?
Let's see if they're over there. This is very nice. Very clear. There's a compass.
In it?
Yeah.
What's the thing on top? Is that the compass?
Yeah, I think so. It's got a power button. I don't know why. Oh, because the battery's dead, I guess.
While you look at those, I'll go and look at something a bit more interesting. Such as hobs. And sinks. And toilets. But they don't have the magic. Oh!
This is the company that makes the outboard motor that we've got. We got ours second-hand, so it was less cripplingly expensive. But electric outboards are really nice to have. They're nowhere near as fast as petrol ones, nor as powerful, but gosh, they're much nicer to use. This is a rope making machine. I don't actually know if it needs to be this elaborate and colourful for real ropes or if this is just a display piece, but it's mesmerising. You could just look at it for ages. So I want to check the output. Not boat related particularly. We're not sure what they're for, but they're nice. Aren't they?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
The classic boat section. Really nice to look at. And I'm really glad I don't have to varnish them. Kind of a river cruiser thing. I used to live on a boat on the canal, so I have a little more interest in these than I otherwise would.
Someone's sleeping inside.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Origami kayaks. Look at this. It's made out of that kind of plastic that's a bit like corrugated cardboard, and it folds up. Look, the one in the back, the white one, is a proper sea kayak. You get a spray deck onto that. And the one at the front has got an engine, electric motor. And they fold up into little suitcases. And they've even made a divorce boat, as the twin person ones are called. Birdie Fish. This is a foiling dinghy, because foiling, with the best name ever, and pink wiggly bits that are very, very sturdy actually. A tiny boat on a little trailer, and its even tinier sibling, which according to the little placard towards the front there, it's rigged for being towed by a bicycle. This was the winner of one of the European Yacht of the Year categories and made in Cardiff, which is where I bought my first boat. This is a tiny, tiny toy sailing boat for kids, but it is actually a legitimate sailing boat. The windows aren't real, they're just stickers.
It's not as tiny as the big C.
You sit in it facing forward. So there's a tiller there that's attached to that metal cable, which attaches up to that line running across, which goes through that joystick. And that's how you steer it, with the joystick, and all the sheets and everything are attached to cleats there. This trimaran was made by an old boy in his garage, and we spoke to him for a while. He was really nice and interesting. He writes books and stuff, and I'm not sure why he brings it to Boot Düsseldorf. It was the only really sort of beaten, characterful boat at the place, and it's not for sale or anything. Here's some of his literature and pictures of him building it. He's been to interesting places in it. It was good stuff. And speaking of trimarans, Sarah's dream boat, the Dragonfly. This is where she goes a bit weird.
Dragonfly. What was it? Not last year, but the year before in the Southampton Boat Show, we saw Dragonfly 26, which is tiny, and it can go in a trailer. And when the two wings get squished, you can just go into a tiny marina as well, and then take it out, put it on the back of your car, and wheel it home if you want to. And it's obviously, being a trimaran, it's got trampolines on either side, and then what I call sheds inside the wings, so you've got all that extra storage in there. And that 26, even though it was so tiny, it looked really spacious and just perfect. So my plan is to get a Dragonfly 26 maybe 50 years from now. Sail behind lovely train. This is a 36, which is huge, obviously. But maybe we'll get on it in a minute. That's the shit thing.
We chickened out of getting onto it. It was too fancy. It was a queue, and you had to give your name and stuff. Oh, these things. Like, there's a lot to dislike about that whole shape, that sort of classic thing. But my goodness me, it's very nice to behold. And these shiny, lovely, shiny boats. You don't actually see James Bond doing a lot of sailing. But if James Bond's MI6 had a social club with a sailing yacht, it'd be one of these, I think. Look at all that shiny varnish. Look at all that neat deck. Look at that lovely wheel and those comfy cushions. Oh, it's so classic and so lovely. Eagle 46 is that one. And this is its smaller sibling, Eagle 38. Lovely to look at. There is stand-up paddle competitions. This person is not competing at the moment, but he was racing and stuff. And lots of water sportsy things, and we bought a very cheap, very used stand-up paddleboard that's inflatable, of course, inflatable or hydrofoil. And then we found this stand was selling inflatable furniture and things. And last day of the show, closing time, there was some discounts on. €80 is still quite a lot to spend on a chair, but it's an inflatable chair and we thought it was cool and wanted to treat ourselves. It really doesn't pack up very small.
I've got a comfy chair!
The other inflatable thing we bought was a gangplank, if you can believe that. Inflatable gangplank, 2.5 meters long, and both of us can stand in the middle of it at the same time. Okay. Thanks, Tubes. Bye-bye.